How's everyone doing? My name's Ray. I go by upupnaray. I don't claim to be nearly as talented as most of the people coming up here. I am DJing, and probably most of you are not familiar with the genre of music that I'm going to be playing, but I'd like to think I tried to make it somewhat conscious, and here we go. Thank you.
The world is like a ride at an amusement park. And when you choose to go on it, you think it's real, because that's how powerful our minds are. The ride goes up and down and round and round. It has thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored, and it's very loud. And it's fun for a while. Some people have been on the ride for a long time. They begin to question, is this real, or is this just a ride? And other people have remembered, and they come back to us, and they say, hey, don't worry, don't be afraid, ever, because this is just a ride. And we kill those people. We have a lot invested in this ride. Shut him up! And my furrows are worried. Look at my big bank account. And my family. This has to be we always kill those good guys who try to tell us that. You ever notice that? And let the demons run them off. But it doesn't matter because it's just run. We can change it anytime we want. It's all a choice. No effort, no work, no job, no savings of money. A choice right now between fear and love. Between fear and love.
Just state this. Everything's perfect. We live in a perfect universe. Everything that's happening is perfect. And here, if you really want to get really fucking rancid, how about this? You're perfect. And you're exactly where you need to be. And exactly what's happening to you right now is just exactly right. You, right now, the way you are, and all your glory or all your fucking awfulness is beautiful and perfect, and you're gonna be, you're gonna be, you're gonna be, you're gonna be, you're gonna be. Just state this. Everything's perfect. You live in a perfect universe. Everything that's happening is perfect. And here, you really want to get really fucking rancid? How about this? You're perfect. And you're exactly where you need to be. And exactly what's happening to you right now is it's just exactly right. You, right now, the way you are, and all your glory or all your fucking awfulness is beautiful and perfect, and you're gonna be.
This love is not fair between the two of us. And poetry's done, there's only a few of us left. So much time between the two of us. No room for the two of us. No room for the two of us. It's not enough faith between the two of us. But it's bigger than the both of us. It's bigger than the both of us. It's more than just space. More than just space between the two of us. I'm still trying to make it just the two of us. But you're always in my way. You're always in my way. Always in my way. Always putting obstacles between the two of us. And if you count, it's really just the two of us. There's no one else left. There's no one else left. Nobody is left.
I just got one more for y'all. Thank you.
My impact would be people learn from me in a way that they are empowered by what I talk about. So that when they think of what they learned from me, they no longer think of me. They think of their own base of understanding of how this world works. So that I become irrelevant. Because if people said, this is true because Tyson said so, then I failed. That's not how you teach something. That's teaching about art. I want to teach you how to think about the world, and then you say, I have a new way to understand the world. And you well, you don't even look back. This is a new level of hunger, because it said that times and methods and tools to feed that hunger are now accessible to you. So my impact would be that others are impacted, and they are receiving the news and members that have on my tombstone. I want you never die. Be ashamed to die until you have scored some victory for humanity. And victory for humanity, not a victory for itself. It's not statues, it's not your name, it's just humanity is better. Any of us, I think, should want the world to be a little better off for you having lived in it. That doesn't mean people praising you, nothing about that. But what do you have to give? No expectation. No one ever told me that I had to search for meaning in life. Many people look for meaning in life as though it's going to be under a rock or behind a tree. And I'm thinking to myself, you have more power than that. You have the power to create meaning in your life rather than passively look for it. So for me, I create optimism. And meaning to me is, do I know more about the world today than I do yesterday? That enhances meaning for me. By whatever powers I have available to me, am I lessening the suffering of others? Or the corollary to that would be, have I enhanced the life of others? And I don't mean, have I devoted the whole day to doing that? Then I would be ignoring myself. But if there's some small gesture that I can do that can completely add value to someone's life, I'm going to do it. Because the leveraging of 10 minutes of my life into the happiness or enlightenment or the reduced suffering of someone else, I'd be irresponsible. if I did not?
What's the impact you want to have on the world?
What's the impact you want to have on the world? What's the impact you want to have on the world? What's the impact you want to have on the world? What's the impact you want to have on the world? What's the impact you want to have on the world?
Thank you.